I'm 60 years old, yet in many ways I feel more vibrant than I did at 30. However, getting to this point took 3 decades of painful trial and error. You can skip the decades of struggle. I'm going to walk you through the 7 biggest health traps, specifically a hidden deficiency that almost destroyed my quality of life. I spent years battling chronic fatigue, severe insomnia and arthritis that made my joints feel like they were rusting from the inside out. At the time, it would have been nearly impossible to convince me that I was the one causing my own suffering. I was stuck in a mindset where I thought I knew it all, yet my body was failing me. I had every symptom imaginable, and I tried every trend in the book to fix it. But looking back, I realized that most of the healthy advice I followed, and that you might be following right now, was actually dead wrong for our physiology, especially as we enter our 60s. The very things I was doing to try and get healthy were the things keeping me sick. Today, we aren't just going to bust myths. We are going to dismantle the 7 biggest mistakes I made personally, mistakes that cost me decades of health. From the dangerous health foods that are secretly inflaming your gut, to the phantom pains that have nothing to do with your muscles, all the way to our game-changing revelation number 1, which addresses a hidden deficiency that I guarantee is affecting you right now. So, why must you stay until the very end? Because that final revelation isn't just a tip, it's the master key. It's the one simple change that stopped my muscle spasms, cured my insomnia, and saved my kidneys. You cannot afford to miss it. If you're ready to stop guessing and start living, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to join our community. And just a quick, important reminder, all the information shared today is for educational purposes. Everyone's health situation is unique, so please consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, exercise, or health regimen, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or are on medication. Let's use this knowledge to have informed discussions with them. Now let's dive into the truth. Let's kick things off with insight number 7, which I like to call the green trap. A few years ago, if you had walked into my kitchen, you would have seen me blending up massive sludge-like kale shakes. I was drinking them by the gallon. The logic seemed sound. Vegetables are good, therefore massive amounts of liquid vegetables must be better, right? I was convinced that pounding my body with fiber was the ultimate health hack. But here is the reality that hit me hard. I was overloading my system. I was consuming so much raw fiber and anti-nutrients that my gut became a bloated, inflamed mess. To make matters worse, to make that bitter kale palatable, I was adding pineapple, blueberries, and bananas. Therefore, I wasn't just drinking a salad, I was drinking a sugar bomb. To truly grasp how this works, let's use an analogy. Imagine your digestive system is like a specialized plumbing system in a house. It's designed to handle a steady, moderate flow of water and waste. Now imagine trying to shove a whole oak tree branch down that drain. It doesn't matter that the wood is natural. It's going to clog the pipes, cause backup, and damage the infrastructure. That is what massive kale shakes can do to a sensitive gut. It's just too much bulk and too much sugar all at once. If I could go back, I would have told myself to stop the madness. Now, I'm not saying don't eat plants, I still enjoy them. But I eat them in moderation, maybe 5 cups of salad, or better yet, fermented sauerkraut, which aids digestion rather than fighting it. Moving on to insight number 6, let's talk about a mindset trap, the procrastination fallacy. This started for me back in college. I was living on strong coffee and cheap carbs, telling myself, I'll eat healthy when I graduate. Then it became, I'll eat healthy when I get the job. It's a bargain we make with ourselves, thinking our bodies will just wait patiently for us to get our act together. But the body keeps the score. All those years of ignoring my diet to focus on more important things resulted in a brain that felt like it was moving through molasses. I was tired, anxious, and constantly fighting to stay awake. Therefore, waiting to prioritize your health is the most expensive debt you can take on. Think of your health like a credit card with a compounding interest rate. Every day you fuel your body with junk while promising to pay it off later. The interest accumulates. Eventually, the bill comes due in the form of diabetes, inflammation, or chronic fatigue. And the payment is much higher than if you had just paid cash, eaten well along the way. Now, changing your diet in your 60s can feel daunting. Start gently. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just swapping that morning pastry for some eggs, can be the first payment toward clearing that debt. Don't wait another day. This brings us to strategy number 5, which addresses a very expensive mistake: the supplement warehouse. There was a time when I was taking over 100 vitamins a day. I'm not exaggerating. I had bottles upon bottles, a literal warehouse in my cupboard. I was desperate. I had chronic fatigue, arthritis, and insomnia. And I kept thinking, I just haven't found the magic pill yet. I'd drive to the health food store, buy more, and pop them like candy. But here is the uncomfortable truth. Supplements only work if the foundation is solid. I was trying to build a skyscraper on quicksand. My diet at the time was a vegan regime that, for my specific body, was lacking the essential fats and proteins I desperately needed. Therefore, no amount of vitamins could fix the fact that I was starving my body of its structural building blocks. Imagine you have a house with a massive hole in the roof, and it's raining inside. You can buy the most expensive, beautiful Italian leather furniture, the supplements to put in the living room. However, if you don't fix the roof, your diet, that furniture is going to be ruined in 5 minutes. The vitamins are the furniture. The food you eat is the roof. I learned the hard way that you cannot out-supplement a bad diet. I should have focused on nutrient-dense animal proteins and healthy fats first. That would have done more for me than 1,000 pills. Now let's tackle insight number 4, the detox myth. This one is dangerous. I got swept up in the craze of cleansing. I did the master cleanse, lemon juice, cayenne pepper, maple syrup. I did herbal detoxes that made me sick for 2 weeks. I even did a gallbladder flush where I drank 12 ounces of olive oil mixed with beet pills. But instead of purifying me, these extreme measures often flushed out my electrolytes and destroyed my healthy gut bacteria. The olive oil incident, it solidified in my stomach, and I genuinely thought I was going to die. It was miserable, and frankly, stupid. Therefore, we need to stop thinking of our bodies as dirty things that need to be scrubbed out with harsh chemicals. Think of your body like a high-end computer. If the computer starts running slow, you don't open the case and blast it with a fire hose. That's what a harsh detox is. Instead, you just stop downloading the viruses, the bad food, and let the computer's internal antivirus software, your liver and kidneys, do the job they were designed to do. Your body is already the world's best detox machine. It doesn't need maple syrup. It needs you to stop putting toxins in so it can catch up on its work. We are getting into the deeper secrets now. Here is secret number 3, the phantom signal. For years, I had this nagging, tight pain in my right shoulder. I went to chiropractors, massage therapists, and doctors. I spent a fortune treating my shoulder. I was convinced I had injured a muscle, but the pain wasn't in my shoulder. It was a referred pain from my gallbladder. I had a tightness under my right rib cage that I ignored, but that check engine light was wiring a signal straight up to my shoulder. My bile had turned to sludge because of my low-fat diet. Therefore, treating the symptom, the shoulder, was never going to fix the root cause. It's like the fire alarm going off in your house. You can go over and take the batteries out of the alarm to stop the noise. That's treating the shoulder pain. However, if you don't put out the fire in the kitchen, the gallbladder issue, your house is still going to burn down. If you have persistent right shoulder pain that no therapist can fix, ask yourself, is my digestion okay? Are you bloating? It might be your gallbladder crying out for help. This next one changed my appearance and my energy levels almost overnight. Key strategy number 2, breaking the grazing trap. I used to think intermittent fasting was nonsense. I ignored it. I was a grazer. I snacked constantly, a little something here, a little something before bed. I thought I was keeping my metabolism up. But every time you eat, you spike insulin, and chronic high insulin is the enemy of vitality. It locks the door to your fat stores, so you can never burn your own body fat for energy. You are constantly running on sugar, which is why you get hangry every 2 hours. Therefore, snacking is actually the thing making you hungry. Think of your body like a hybrid car. It has a gas tank, sugar, food, and a massive battery body fat. If you keep stopping at the gas station every 5 miles to put a squirt of gas in, that's snacking. You never switch over to the electric battery. You want to run on the battery. It's cleaner, longer-lasting energy. When I cut out the snacks and just ate 2 solid meals a day, the puffiness in my face vanished. My energy stabilized. I wasn't thinking about food all day. If you want to unlock peak vitality, you have to close the kitchen between meals. And now we have arrived at the most critical discovery of my life. Revelation number 1, the master mineral. I saved this for last because the suffering this deficiency caused me was immense. I suffered from kidney stones, and if you've ever had one, you know it's a pain worse than childbirth. I had terrible muscle cramps, those Charlie horses that jolt you awake screaming in the night. I had severe insomnia and anxiety. I thought I was just broken. But what I was actually experiencing was a severe magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is the relaxation mineral. It opposes calcium. Calcium contracts muscles. Magnesium relaxes them. Calcium creates stones. Magnesium dissolves them. Therefore, without enough magnesium, your body literally calcifies. You become stiff, anxious, and prone to stones. Think of your body as a symphony orchestra. Calcium is the loud brass section, powerful and necessary. But magnesium is the conductor. Without the conductor, the brass section plays too loud, too long, and creates chaos. The conductor ensures the music is smooth, rhythmic, and peaceful. Our ancestors got magnesium from well water and nutrient-rich soil. Today our water is filtered and our soil is depleted. We aren't getting it. When I started correcting this, taking magnesium and eating magnesium-rich foods, the kidney stones stopped. The cramps vanished. I started sleeping like a baby. This single mineral was the missing link that tied all my symptoms together. It's simple, it's affordable, and it is absolutely life-changing. And there you have it, our game-changing revelation number 1. It might seem surprisingly simple, just a mineral, but as we've explored, the impact it can have on your sleep, your muscles, and your pain levels is truly remarkable. So we've covered a lot of ground today. We started with insight number 7, realizing that green doesn't always mean good if it's overloaded with sugar. We moved through the dangers of the grazing trap in strategy number 2, and finally unlocked the secret of the master mineral. Each one of these is a stepping stone. You don't have to do them all at once, but I am curious, which of these insights resonated with you the most? Was it the realization about the shoulder pain, or perhaps the truth about magnesium? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments below. If you found this journey through these health discoveries valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps others find our community. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more powerful strategies tailored for our fantastic group of healthy seniors. Until next time, stay healthy, stay curious, and keep thriving.